Oh, hello there. My name is Louis Paquette. I'm a network marketer from Vancouver, Canada, and I'm a partner with WMT Hosting and Web Solutions. And today I want to show you the 7-day challenge that we've developed. It's an incentive program that, combined with other tactics that we are using, is going to show you how you can build a residual income ranging from $8,000 to $32,000 or close to that, just under that, and you can do that within 2 to 6 months, depending on how determined you are to do that. All right. Now, first of all, before we get to the solution, what is the biggest challenge that any network marketer faces? Well, I'm sure you would all agree that stagnation, lack of growth, is the biggest problem. Attracting new affiliates. Converting leads into affiliates, very difficult to do, and if not done over a period of 2 to 3 months, people get frustrated and they leave. So now you start shrinking. Okay, and I've seen this happen in a number of occasions. Okay, so this whole multi-pronged approach that I'm going to show you today is a solution to overcome stagnation, to turn stagnation into growth, rapid growth. All right, and let me ask you a question before I show you our plan, and that is, how would you like a shot at filling your 3x7 matrix and earning close to $8,000 a month in as little as 2 months, maybe 4 months, or even 6 months? Would you be willing to invest a whopping $63, okay, to take you closer to earning that kind of money a month? I think most people in their right minds would find that to be a pretty good return on investment. So that's what we're talking about here, folks. All right, now this incentive program is decentralized. It's not coming out of the company's coffers. All right, this is something that we're encouraging every sponsor to do. I'm certainly doing it. I'm taking the lead, and I've offered it to my people, and we're going to encourage everyone to do the same thing. But it is totally voluntary. Nobody has to do it, and you can play with it. You can adjust it. All right, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Typically, how it works is this: it's very simple. It's not complicated at all. Basically, you're saying to your 3 people on your level 1, and for people that aren't with us right now, I'm going to show you what I mean by all this in a second. I'm going to show you a graphic, okay? But basically, it means offering to your 3 people and telling them, look, you need 3 people in order to break even. So why don't you do this sooner than later? Do it. Get your 3 in a week. Do it in 7 days, and you will pay for their first month. Their first $21, you will reimburse them once their 3 people have upgraded. Again, for those of you who are not with us, we have a 14-day free trial. Okay, so you wouldn't want to be paying this reward out until people have been upgraded. Once that's happened, then you reimburse. You send $21 through your alert pay to your affiliate who has done this. All right. And your cost is not really $63 if you were to do it with 3 people. It's minus the 21 that you're going to be earning from those 3 people. Really, we're talking about $42. Okay, so I guess those of you who are not with us must, you're probably wondering where all these numbers come from, and I'll just show you. This is a graphic depiction of our matrix. This is you. All right, you're paying $21 a month for hosting, for autoresponder, for access to our webinar rooms, for all of our tools, and the right to recruit affiliates. All right, you're being paid $7 for each of the 3 people on your 3x7 matrix. So your matrix is 3 wide, 7 levels deep. These are the amounts you're paid for each one of these people, each one of these levels per person. The big money's on level 7, where you get paid $3, and there's the most number of people. Add the totals up, it works out to $79.95 a month. This is our goal. We want to fill this, and we don't want to spend a lifetime doing it. We want to do this as rapidly as possible. We want to find the 3 best marketers we can for that level 1. All right. Well, this is an incentive to get it done more quickly. I'm going to say, if this is you, I'm saying to you, get Bob Helen and Susan, get them on board in a week, and I'll pay your $21. I'll reimburse you. Okay, so it's very simple. All right, and then right away you encourage them to do exactly the same thing. Tell them, they should tell their people, get your 3 and I'll pay you $21, and just keep that ball rolling, folks. Okay. Affiliates, I want to reiterate, this is a voluntary program. Do not expect this to happen for you unless your sponsor has offered it to you. Okay. So next slide. All right. So I would imagine some of you can see where this is going. All right. You've filled your level in 7 days. You've encouraged these people to get their 3 people in 7 days, and so forth and so on, and you add them up. We're only talking about 49 days, under 2 months, folks, and the guy on top, his matrix is full. The people on his level 1 and 2 are not far behind, and so forth and so on. It just continues on down the line. So why would we not do this? Why are we even considering not doing this? All right, and I want to point out, these numbers here are idealized if everyone does their work, and we know that's not going to happen. But why not encourage it? Okay, this is what can happen if we all work together. All right. Now here's a variation of the incentive based on performance. Same number of people to recruit, but let's say it takes 2 weeks instead of 1 week. We would drop the incentive a little bit. What if it took them 1 week to get a person times 3, 21 days, then you would offer them $7. You could be a really nice guy and say, hey, get your 3 people in 21 days, I'll pay you $21. You could also do that. And it's still going to have a good result. It's not as stressful for the person. Encourage them to do the same thing, and in 6 months this matrix could be built. Okay, let's look at that again. If we use the 7 days, it'll take 2 months. If we use 14 days, 2 weeks, it's going to be 4 months. And if it took 3 weeks, it would take 6 months. That would still be okay. That wouldn't be bad to be filling your matrix. How many times does that ever happen? Not many at all. Okay, and this does not take into account that there are going to be people that get more than their 3. We know that happens because we've seen it already. All right, so yes, there's going to be some people who don't get their 3, but there's 2 sources that will fill this in. The company partners themselves, they're marketing the company aggressively, and then there's going to be some people that are more successful and don't stop at 3, and hopefully those 2 things will fill in the balance. All right, that is how it's working. And if you want to be part of this, I suggest you get yourself a spot as quickly as possible. Okay, so some of the conclusions and features of this are that, number 1, you can talk to people about this incentive before they join. All right, and that has actually been enticing people to join us that may not have. It might have pushed them over the edge. Number 2, the incentive could cause or could motivate more new affiliates to get their 3 sooner than later. Okay, the impact of these 2 things is going to create spillover, which is going to reduce the reason for somebody wanting to leave. So now you're adding people quicker, and you're taking turnover down. Combine those things together, and stagnation now becomes growth. This is what's happening with this program. All right. So specifically, how it works: give them the offer the minute they sign up. On the very first day that they're on with us, you let them know, hey, you got to get your 3 to break even. Do it now, and I'll pay your first month. So you're not just break even, now you're actually making money. How many brick and mortar businesses, how many online business people are making money right off the bat? I can tell you not many. 97% of the time it doesn't happen. Here it's happening. Okay? And then you encourage them to do the same thing. All right? Here's the letter, by the way. I've written it for you. I've done it all for you. All right? This is the letter you give to them. You know, it's nice to see it in writing. Here's how it goes. And you could tell them, if you're more generous than me, or than the way I've laid this out, you could say, forget these two things. If you do your job in 21 days, I'll pay you the 21. You could do that. And encourage them to do the part 2, motivate them to do the same. All right. Where do you get this letter? For those of you who are with us, you simply go to our, where's our blog? I'm looking for it. It's around somewhere. Well, let's just open one up. Here we go. Open up that page. All right. And it's the most recent page that I've added here. Financial incentives. And there we go. There's some information about this. Just having a hard time opening. Okay, I've got it all laid out there. All right. Then there's a link to this presentation I've been showing you, a link to that letter. You can open it up there. And there's a video about goal setting. I think if we all do this and watch this video and all work together, we could get this job done in a few months, folks. And then we can really start to enjoy life and do some really great things. All right? So join me, by all means. Back to our presentation. I want to make a couple qualifiers to folks that are with us already and those who are thinking of joining us. This is not a company-wide thing. This is done by sponsor. Okay, there are no shortcuts. These goals I've been showing you of filling our matrices in anywhere from 2 to 6 months is not guaranteed. Other programs will guarantee you these things. They're lying to you. Okay, there's nothing guaranteed in life except death and taxes, and that's the truth, folks. Hard work and the right combination of tools, though, and we're doing it. We're making it happen. Use our viral video marketing tactics. Use other affiliate marketing 2.0 strategies that we're using. The right financial incentives and our combination of superior product value, and we're creating enough momentum to cause a critical mass to happen, and instead of taking years to get the job done, we're going to do it in months. Okay? So the question you need to ask yourself is, do you want to be part of this, or do you want to keep struggling with whatever other programs are out there that are making, ridiculous claims to you? This is real. This is happening now. I showed this incentives to some people, and they took the ball and they ran with it. This is happening right now. You got any questions or concerns? Those of you who are with us, feel free to contact me. There's my Skype address, and here's my email. And I want to wish you all the best of luck. All right, and let's make this happen together. All right, thanks very much.